let's learn the exploitation, like how we can exploit GraphQL. First is GraphQL sensitive data exposure. Okay, so there is a lab. This is accessing private GraphQL post. So how we can find bug there? So there is an application. So see, first browse the application, and if there is any functionality, login, email change, anything, just perform those requests. And after that, go to your burp and check out like if application using the GraphQL or not. So I'm just clicking because there is no login. So I'm just checking like see back anything, nothing is there more than that. Okay, 2-3 requests we can make there. So let's check out. See, this is the application. We find out, okay, see there is a GraphQL query. See, GraphQL. So application is using the GraphQL, and you can understand from there also. See, this GraphQL is visible there. And if there is no GraphQL, see, for normal request, see, if there is GraphQL, no. But if application have the GraphQL query, then it will be visible to you. See, so there is a query. So I will send it to the application, and let's check out what is this. So this is query for get blog post. Okay, we don't care about this. Let's check out. Okay, let's first check out if application is introspection is enabled or not. Means we can fetch the schema or not. For that, copy this URL. See, this is general URL, and use the InQL. See, we installed this older version, so because of that InQL not work there. So I'm using this burp. I will use my burp normal burp version, which is already installed in Kali. You can also use that for InQL, because InQL, if you have this version of burp, and InQL don't work there. Okay, so this is the latest version. So this is community version, but InQL you can install there. Okay, yeah, InQL is there. See, this is visible. So just paste the your that URL here and analyze. So this will check if there is introspection is enabled or not. If introspection is enabled, then you will see the schema here. See, this is the application. We checked and click there, then you will see everything. So see, if there is any mutation, no mutation is there. Any query, there are two query. One is get all blog post, means we can fetch all the blog post, and get blog post means we can also fetch blog post one by one. And there is a schema. See, schema. This is the schema. So just click on this, copy, and let's check what is how application looks like in our Voyager. So change schema, introspection, and paste the see introspection result. Paste here schema, paste and display. See what we can do. We can fetch a blog post by using this arrow, and there are like only two query. Okay, let's use this also. See, we can fetch get blog post by giving the ID integer value, and we can fetch these things: ID, image, title, author, date, summary, paragraph is private, post password. And other is get all blog post, means we can also fetch the all blog post, and we can fetch these things: ID, image, title, author, date, summary, paragraph is private, post password. So let's see. So this is the request for fetch the one. See, you can check out here, query get blog summary, get all blog post. So this is for the fetching all the blog post. Okay, so we are fetching, see, one. See, this is for ID 2, ID 4, ID 5, and ID 1. So basically, and what we are fetching, so these are the fields. What we are fetching: image, title, summary, and ID. So currently in this application, we are fetching only three things: image, title, summary, and ID. But we can clearly see there what we can fetch other than that. We can fetch author. See what we are fetching: image, title, summary and ID. Other than that, we can also fetch this author, date, paragraph, is private, post for password. We can also fetch them. How we can fetch them? Just add there. It is easy. Just add there. Let's say I want to fetch date, because they already told us, okay, you can fetch the date. And let's say other is author, and other is what we can fetch is private, and other than that there is post password. Let's try to fetch this. See, we are fetching them. And why we are fetching them? See, this is already mentioned in their document. So this is, see, this is basically a document. So they are saying like you can fetch that. So we can fetch them. So I am trying to fetch them, and what we are fetching: image, title, summary, ID, date, author, is private and post password. So see, we are fetching them. But see, currently we are fetching ID 2, ID 4, ID 5 and ID 1, means there is no ID 3. Okay, we are fetching how many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can say in the application also how many block we are fetching: 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and let's try. See, means in this situation we are checked if we get this. See, what we are trying to fetch: the post password. If we get any password, then there is a bug, but nothing is there. Other than that, there is other query is also there. See, get blog post. So we tried this, there is nothing in this, so we will try this. There is only 2 queries, so we will try this, get blog post. So let's try this, get blog post. So get, just change it, get blog post, send it. See, validation error. See, always do not think like if you are getting the error, then you are wrong. Try to understand from the error. So it's giving validation error, missing field argument, ID. Man, we are missing a field argument ID. And we can check out there. See, we need to supply a ID argument. ID and value is integer. Int means integer. We need to give the value is integer. So let's do this. Post and ID and an integer value. Let's try 1 and fetch it. See, we are fetching the data. So this is, see, ID1 is for first. See, okay, see, this is ID1. So let's try to do the for ID2. So this is for ID2. Okay, is private, false, and post password nothing. So let's try to fetch the 3, because see, last time we checked 3 is not there, means see, there is only 4 blog and third blog is not there. So I will check out, like maybe we can fetch by using this GraphQL. See, we are fetching the third blog. Basically, you do not have access to this blog, and this is a private blog. And how I know this is private blog? See, they written this is a private blog. Is private equals to true. In other, you can understand is private false, means they are public, means anyone can see them. But for this, no one can see, because this is a private, means from front end this is not visible by, but from GraphQL bug we can see this. So this is a basically a first thing is this is a privilege escalation, because we do not have access to this bug, this blog, but we are accessing it. Means we do not have the privilege to access this blog, but we are accessing them. And other, what is other bug? See, there is a password is leaking. So this is a sensitive data exposure. And other than that, you can also check out 4 or 5. Is there anything? See, this is private false, means this is already public and no password leaking. And let's try 5. See, nothing. Only in 3 there is, we can access the blog, which is a private blog. Means you can say, like in last section we will talk about that. Let's say you created a video on the YouTube, and 5 video you created on the YouTube. 4 are the public and 1 is private. So public one, like anyone can watch them, but private no one can access them. If anyone can access your private video, then there is a bug, because that is a private video. So same thing here, like this blog is private, and if I am accessing this, then there is a bug. And other than that, this is leaking the password also. Okay.